Holy spiritual fathers and mothers over the centuries have taught us that the church celebrates Advent to prepare for 3 comings of Christ. And the readings today highlight all 3 of these. The first, of course, is his coming among us at Christmas that we'll celebrate on December 25th. Born among us in a stable to teach and to heal, as he did on the shores of Galilee in that afternoon. He came to share our lives. He came to share our lot, our hunger, our sufferings, to feed us, even miraculously, as he multiplied the loaves and the fishes, and then to die to save us. However, at the beginning of Advent, and at the beginning of this new liturgical year, Holy Mother Church calls our attention even more to the second coming of Christ. The second coming of Christ that we hear about particularly in Mass readings this week and into next week. Christ will come in glory to judge the living and the dead. Isaiah continues to tell us of the celestial banquet, the New Jerusalem. We're to contemplate, to believe, and to place our hope in that great fulfillment of all of history, the fulfillment of God's promises, the wedding feast of the Lamb, when the church, the bride of Christ, is to be united with him who will bring all creation to fullness for his Father. God will be all in all. So, we know where it's all going. We know how our story ends. And the story is true. God's promises will be fulfilled. And we are to know that and to live with that brilliant light to guide us. This is our sure hope. So, in light of the first coming and the second coming, we can understand and live the third coming. Christ comes and is here now. St. Bernard says that this middle coming is like a road that leads from the first coming to the last. And what are we talking about? The multiplication of the loaves and fishes is clearly a prefiguring of the Eucharist and a prefiguring of the celestial banquet. In the Eucharist, Christ, who died and rose and comes again, is really and fully present. God has always been with his creation, but now, especially in and through the Eucharist, he's always with his church, and the new creation is here. In a real way, we can say that the heavenly banquet has already begun. Christ comes, and he's with us now. Maybe that sounds like beautiful mystic theology that's too much for us. No. What this means, it means simply that he really wants to come to us. He really wants to be with us each day, and in simple and everyday ways. Advent is about that. Simply trying to be attentive, to be open to him, to receive him. We buy and give each other Christmas presents because he gives himself to us. And he wants us to give him to others. When we get together to share friendship and family joy, he himself is the joy. He himself is the love we share. We have only to open our eyes and our hearts to him. The peace that comes over the earth more and more, and we feel it is particularly on Christmas Day, that peace is Christ. Because Christ is our peace. Holy Mother Mary, you are the one who brings us Jesus. Help us to know this experience, this third coming, more and more. And to share it especially in our homes and in our families.